How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Thursday. I'm not going to lie to you. Brett and I, we started off earlier. We said, we're not even going to tell Roxy that we're doing an intro right now. And we're going to record until she gets here not because Roxy was late. Roxy's on time when she was supposed to be, but Brett had to record a little earlier today. So we're just going to talk as much as we can. So we're not going to mention a word to Roxy that we even started doing this. She's probably going to show up and say, the gate's locked, we've got to let her in. And then we're just going to start recording and we're just going to start filming. So that's the type of show that today is. And that's what you get on Thursdays. There's Katy O'Brien is cast in the new Mission Impossible movie. So we'll talk about that. Yargos and Emma Stone do another movie together. And it's coming out within not even a year from when Poor Things just came out. So I'm more excited about that movie now than I would have been 2 years ago. We'll discuss the trailer, the teaser, that is. And then Roxy will have TV picks for sure. What will be hilarious is if that she gets here and Brett and I have already talked for half an hour and then we talk about some stories that's going on with her. She does her TV and it's over and she's like, what the hell's going on? That's kind of what I'm hoping for, but we'll see. What does she care? She still gets paid the same. Here it is. Let's get into, hit the button, subscribe, do all that stuff. Why not? Well, because you're already here. And chances are that if you're tuning in for this show, you're already subscribed and that you understand the nonsense that's involved with this show. So let's get into it. It's me and it's Brett right now. Roxy will be here soon. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the big thing. It is me, Brett Sheridan, in an empty chair, Roxy Stryer. I was just thinking because you had to come in early today.
Yeah.
And so what's funny is that Roxy was like yesterday. She goes, and it was before you wrote to me that you had to come in early. But she said that she does the same screening that I do for Kong and Godzilla. So she's like, I can come in a little earlier if you want. It's like, great. Roxy, if you don't catch Roxy within 5 minutes, her schedule changes. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, maybe she can come in there. She's like, I can't come in early. I'm like, oh, so I guess not. So we'll be in and out of this show. I don't think we shouldn't even do an intro, right?
No, just go right into it. Yeah.
Start talking.
Yeah, just yeah. She'll just assume you already shot an intro or something.
That's what I think. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. That'll be perfect. And I won't even. What I'll do is, for when it comes
just go straight to TV news.
and then with the thanks for the show.
Yeah,
perfect. I think that what I'll do is once we get, because I think we'll probably get to one sponsor break before she's probably going to be here. I think she's probably going to hear like 12:45 if I was to guess. But if she gets here towards 1, it'll be perfect because then the show will be
because she did say she might be able to get here at 12:45.
That's what she said.
That. Yeah,
and she's not a late person, so normally if she says she's going to be somewhere, she is, or she'll try, but she might have ran into some stuff. I just don't. I want to ask her what happened in the course of 24 hours.
Yeah,
that can change your schedule by 15 minutes. What is that all about? What do you think it is?
I think she got your message or sent you the message and threw her phone into the ocean.
That's right.
And then was dealing with all that and then, all chaos.
Well, that would make the most sense.
That's what I feel like most people I know that I see that are always holding their phone.
Yeah.
But then when I ask them a question, the worst is you get like somebody asks you a question, like immediate answer, and then nothing.
Right.
You're like, well, did you throw it in the ocean?
Imagine if that was real life.
Yeah.
Start ask me a question.
Hey, Kristian, can you come over tomorrow by 1:30?
I'm not sure if I could make 1:30 work tomorrow. Brett? I said I don't think I can make 1:30 work tomorrow. Brett?
Okay, sounds good.
That was before you go to sleep. It's like, I think Roxy might be here. Is she here?
No.
No, not here. No, it's somebody else. It doesn't matter anymore.
I if I had a schedule that was that tight during the day, I'd probably lose my mind. I can't be that regimented where like a 15-minute change will throw off my day.
I can't. I have to. For me, it's I now have this set schedule for how this show works, and it's I love this new program, the Video Ninja thing. Love this new program.
Wish we had it back in the.
I don't know if it was available back then, but like, yeah, it's like I don't know necessarily know if it would have worked for the like Schmodown stuff, but like for like SEN and other things, like it's StreamYard is just the problem with StreamYard is that when you talk over each other, it muddles the audio and you can't, and like you can go back and forth with this thing. Like I could put you in a room as long as we got a good camera.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure no more bad cameras, no more bad microphones. It's got to be like, so you won't even be able to tell that people aren't even in the studio. That's what I want. That's the program that I wanted.
So they were like, oh man, everybody's streaming from home now, and we have created the perfect program. Oh, they're crap. They're all back in office. They're
Right.
going, oh
yeah. But no, but but it really is. I've done interviews with it. I did my David Dalsmelchin interview with it too. And look, you're not always going to get, as long as you have good sound, it's great, but you're not always going to get someone on the other side of it, guest-wise, that have the great camera. But for our crew, we're going to make sure they have good cameras, going to make sure they have good microphones, like all that. And then Matt, Sarah, and I are going to do a show together. So it's going to be an interesting time for sure. We're just going to get some things kind of set up. But like, what do you think about this Kong and Godzilla movie? We talked about it a while on the show yesterday.
Oh,
are you excited for it?
I see. I'm way out of the loop in the Godzilla movies. I think I saw the Matthew Broderick reincarnation. That was.
Oh my god, that was like Roland Emmerich. That's good stuff.
No, and I did see Kong Island. Is that the one with the Skull Island?
Jack Black wasn't in that one.
What was Jack Black in?
He was in Kong. He was in the one.
Kong.
He was in the King Kong. He was in the one. He was in a remake, the King Kong remake with Peter Jackson.
That I saw.
Yes,
but I don't think I've seen any of the. Wait, is what's
love watching your brain work.
Step Brothers, not Will Ferrell, but
what's his face? Oh my god, not Will Ferrell, but the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy. He was in one, right? As kind of a crazy guy that.
I can. Oh my god! Why can't I? My brain is so mush. I can see his face perfectly, and people are screaming at us right now.
John C. Reilly.
Yes, John C. Reilly. Was he in one of them?
I thought he was in one where he was like a crazy guy that's been on him by himself for a long time.
Even if he hasn't been, he should be.
Yeah,
because that's that would be great. You might be right, but I have no idea. I know that they all blend together.
Or was he in Jumanji?
He only was in Jumanji. In the Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Yeah. I
don't know. But anyway, I do want to see that one that everybody was ranting and raving about.
The Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
Because that's just like a solid, that's a film.
Yeah.
Good story, beautiful visuals. And I would have never in a million years thought that was the case.
But this one has nothing to do with that.
No, this is spectacle. And at this point when this comes out, I will have already have my out of the theater reaction, and I predicted what I thought my out of the theater reaction was going to be. I wonder how accurate I am on it, and we'll know. And basically what I said was, I think I'm going to, because if you go, and I'm going to say this in my out of the theater reaction, if you go to this movie expecting spectacle and you want to see a big monkey with a power glove riding on a big giant lizard fighting other monsters, and that's why you went to this movie, well, then it's going to deliver.
Yeah.
If you went to this movie that you think for the offshoot that you might actually care about the humans, well, then you made a mistake. And I feel like that's going to be my out of the theater reaction, but I don't know. And I feel like, I'm just going for pure spectacle. This is ridiculous.
Well,
yeah.
And I mean, the original ones were, you had to suspend your disbelief and see somebody that was clearly somebody in a costume that was crumpling.
But they wanted you to care about the characters back, the human characters too. You don't care about anything.
No, I just thought it was like, I just want to see things blowing up and, like Kong or, Godzilla's crashing onto things and people running in fear. And we loved it. We loved it.
That's it. We loved it. So how about you guys? Do you love it? What do you think? You feel like you're going to go see that movie this weekend? I feel like a lot of people are going to see that movie. And I think everybody goes in with I think if your expectations are set, you're going to be good. Oh, do me a favor. See that movie that I didn't even realize that I own? Right there, that one. Yeah. Have you seen this? The Covenant? This is...
Oh, that's my... I heard Jake Gyllenhaal on Stern, and now I really want to see Roadhouse. Not great?
Good streaming movie.
Okay.
Good streaming movie. I mean, it's the only place you can find it right now anyway. Good streaming movie. It's I don't want to like total spoil it because we kind of did on Monday when we talked about it, but it's the character, he did some different choices. His character, he's great in it, but his character is a straight up lunatic.
Yeah.
He's a lunatic. He's like almost a serial killer. He's a lunatic. When it comes to, or a mass murderer, Swayze wasn't.
No,
Swayze was pushed. Once a certain thing happens in the movie, he was kind of pushed. There's a couple far-fetched reasons of why, and not that the first movie wasn't a far-fetched thing. I mean, everybody knew who every bouncer was, and that's Wade Garrett from across the country,
from
a bouncer.
Sleepy James.
Yes, and the internet wasn't even around. They know who Wade Garrett is. But I enjoyed watching it for what it was.
You don't get Bouncer monthly? You don't?
No, I stopped the subscription. It was either between that and my favorite George Carlin joke. He's like, "There's a magazine for everything now." Walking! There's a magazine for walking! Hey, look, Bob, a new article of how to put one foot in front of the other. Just so good. Walking! I miss him so much.
I was looking over there for your Kong and your Godzilla, so I think it'd be fun if during the movie you just played with them. And
I know. That's the other thing. I don't know.
I hit him.
I think Roxy's here. Is she here? Yeah, Roxy's here. She's ready. Door. All right, Brett will go get the door, and then I'm going to continue on. So I'll tell you what Brett goes and gets the door, I'm going to tell you guys both about AG1 and Rocket Money. Here you go. All right, guys, let's talk about AG1. You guys know I love AG1. If you've been listening to my show, you've heard me talk about them, and I've been drinking them for about 2 years now, and I love it. Never been a vitamins guy. I've told you that. I take it all one shot, AG1. I put it in a water bottle. I shake it up. I'm good to go. I recommend AG1 to my friends. I recommend AG1 to my family. Everybody. AG1 is a team of doctors and scientists. It is tested for 950 contaminants and NSF certified for sport. It is formulated based on the latest science and maintains high quality standards. You guys know they've been with us for a while because you guys know too. You've all been checking them out, and everybody who's been signing up to AG1 says the same thing. It's changed your energy. It's changed how you approach things in the day. You're smiling more. You're running around the place, and you're sleeping better. I know. AG1 is the supplement that I trust to provide the support my body needs daily, and that's why they've been a partner for so long. If you want to take ownership of your health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 and you get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3, K2, and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. Go to drinkag1.com/bigthing. drinkag1.com/bigthing. Check it out. Rocket Money. I've been telling you guys about Rocket Money forever because there's a lot of times that you forget about these subscriptions and you either pay twice for it, you didn't realize it, you sign up for a thing and you're like, oh, I'll do that first free month, and then it's gone. Your money's gone every month. Did Rocket Money do what you wanted them to do for you when you signed up? Because it did it for me. I had all these subscriptions and I was like, oh, and it lists it out and it says, don't do that. You don't need these. It tells you how much money you have that you've spent in the month. It tells you, it gives you your credit score. It gives everything. I mean, Rocket Money for me is the way to go. It's a personal finance app. And it finds and it cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and it helps lower your bills, which is the best. So you can grow your savings because Rocket Money has over 5 million users and it's saved a total of 500 million, saving members up to $740 a year. So don't waste money. Cancel your unwanted subscription and go on over to rocketmoney.com/bigthing. rocketmoney.com/bigthing. All right. Thank you to our friends over at AG1 and Rocket Money. Very excited that they're both on board. Very excited that you guys have been tuning in to the show and helping us out. You don't know how much it helps when you go. And when I see people going, yeah, I signed up today, I did that. It is the reason that this show has been on the air for as long as it has. So thank you. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna shut this off. I'm gonna shut the program off. You won't know. It'll just come right back. But we're just gonna start very weird when it comes back to Roxy. We're just gonna start talking. So it'll be like a weird transition. I don't know. I'll do some kind of transition in editing. But when she shows up and we start talking, that's what's going to happen. So, and a great audio listen also. All right, before Roxy and Brett get back in here, one of the things that I definitely want to talk about here is that, so Benioff and Weiss were on the Josh Horowitz Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, which if you haven't checked that show out, it's absolutely incredible. I love it. And what is interesting, and I've been saying it on this show for a very long time, the way that Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy made it seem and I want to also preface this by saying I'm a massive James Mangold fan, right? But when they mentioned this James Mangold movie that's coming out, which I'm very interested in seeing, about like the kind of the dawn of the Jedi, the dawn of the Sith, and all that stuff too. I feel like, and I haven't looked, but from what I remember, that Kathleen Kennedy said it was like an original pitch and it's something we definitely wanted to do. And when James came in and pitched it, it was amazing. I feel like that's what happened, because there's been no conversation about it that, well, Benioff and Weiss were working on this particular thing. We liked it a lot. It didn't work out with them, so we really liked what they had. We had bought it from them, so we carried it on, and we had James take it over. I haven't seen those conversations either. I think that the former was more so what we had heard. So Josh Horowitz asked the guys about their Star Wars project, and at first they were just talking about in general. Well, here's the clip.
I would imagine it. I know this is a project that you probably can't say much of because it's never going to happen, presumably, or maybe not. But like, I know you guys were going to do Star Wars for a bit. That must have been a thrill just to, I don't know, dip your toe into that world for a while. I'm just curious, like, how far down the road did you get? Did you have a script? Did you have the trilogy mapped out?
I think we got relatively far story-wise with the first one, and like had kind of a basic roadmap for the other two. And yeah, it was a shame. I mean, it's just, the truth is that our Hollywood's ratio or batting average on things conceived to things actually finished has never been tremendously high, and there are always going to be ones that get away for various reasons. You know, the ones that just aren't meant to be. So yeah, it was sad that was one of them for us, but it's just, you kind of, as time goes on, you just kind of need to let go of those things, because if you don't, you'll drive yourself completely crazy. So
is there some awkwardness at all that James Mangold is tackling a story that sounds somewhat similar to what you guys were tackling?
Sorry, is there some what, Josh?
Well, the fact that, I mean, has there been conversation? Because that was roughly the pitch, no? Like the beginnings of the Jedi, the dawn of the Jedi.
I love Jim. He's a great dude. So I go with all best of luck to him, you know.
Fair enough.
Now, when you see that clip, he asked them at first, and he said to them, okay, so this is something that you guys worked on, and you're upset. I mean, not upset about it, but is it a bummer that it was exciting at first to work in that field, and then what happened? And then he says, look, that happens in Hollywood. A lot of times you have something that you think it's going to make it its way to the big screen, and it just doesn't happen, and it's a bummer that it was this. And then Josh followed it up and said, is it awkward in the fact that you had your project that you pitched, and now James is doing the same thing? They both were caught off guard in that one, because you see them both kind of like, it's going like this. And then it's like, I wish him the best. I love James. And that seems to be everyone loves Mangold from what they say. But that seems like something was stinky. It seemed like they had something that they were working on, and they had this idea that they had brought forward. And as he said, he was bringing it to like a total trilogy. And then it was gone, but now someone else is doing it. The thing that bothers me about it is what I said in the beginning. If it was one of these, because when you're a production company and someone comes in and your property, they pitch you something, and you're like, okay, well, we're going to pay you to do this. We're buying this, and this is ours. Obviously, this is ours, and you're pitching it, but it's ours now. That's fair. That's part of it. That's part of the business. You're coming in. Okay, fine. I have this thing this property that I have. What's your pitch on it? Oh, you want to start at the beginning of it? Okay, that's really great. Okay, good. That's a great time period. Perfect. Thanks. It's not working out. Really like what you did. Thanks a lot. And now I'm bringing in so-and-so. Hey, so-and-so, we're announcing. we bought this thing back when Benioff and Weiss pitched it to us. We loved what they had done, and we loved it. It just didn't work out with them in particular, so we're going to give it to so-and-so now. And now they're going to even expand on it even more because we loved what they brought to us. And maybe it's because they, maybe it's legality of you have to, if it is indeed, if they admit that it is actually that, then you have to bring them on as producers or you have to keep them on as writers or whatever that deal might be. Maybe I just think morally it's the thing to do because it was so clear when they're like, oh, this just kind of came out of nowhere. It's like, no, it didn't. Because for a long time, they weren't even talking about what the Benioff and Weiss thing was. They weren't even talking about what it was. And I had heard years ago that it was the start of this thing. I thought it was so interesting that they were doing that because that's kind of, the old school, it was like the ancient Roman times in Star Wars. And to do it, I don't know, it just seems like bad business. Because if you go, again, from looking at that clip, you look at that clip, you can watch the full interview with Josh on his show, and you should. I recommend it. His show is the best. Gets everybody on that show. But their faces, when that question's asked, they're caught off guard. And it's because it looks like it kind of dug up, like, wow, yeah, that's, no one's really asked us that because that's what happened. It seems like that. Am I misreading it? What do you guys think from the clip? Very curious on your thoughts overall, if you think this is a thing, because the Old Republic is something I always thought that the Knights of the Old Republic, and that era could really be tackled in a way. I know this wasn't necessarily the Knights of the Old Republic, but this was like almost like the start of the Old Republic, to where I think what they're trying to do with the Acolyte, they've launched books in the High Republic, they've launched these stories. I think there's some comics in the High Republic also, but this is like and they're doing a video game, but this is like the first one that you're going to get a show, and it's like the end of the High Republic, but yet it still is. So it kind of launches interest, whether or not you're going to do it or not. I think launching the start of the Old Republic was such a smart idea, and to then kind of carry on if people really got invested in it, but you'll never really know the full details on how these things go. But that's it. Those are my thoughts on the subject. How about you guys? What do you think? Do you think this is, am I reading too much into this? Do you think this is what happens? Or do you think that, yeah, and I don't think Mangold's really at fault in this one, to be honest with you. I think this is more so like, the powers that be going, yeah, well, we don't want to pay them producing fees or anything too. We'll just say it's a original pitch from a time period, and there you go. And that's probably what they did, the legality of it all. It seems like something stinks. I don't know. Go ahead and put your comments in. Okay, Roxy and Brett coming back. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Which
Sounds fun.
is not the same thing as a Jaguar, which is what I called it.
Oh.
You have a rental car.
They made fun of me.
Because you have a rental car?
No, because I thought a Mustang and Jaguar were the same thing.
They're not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, now I know.
Mustang. Well, I mean,
They were like, no.
they're both animals.
No, sweetheart. That's not a Jaguar.
They called you sweetheart?
That's their
Oh, that's the mentality. I smell pasta.
Because I just
That's
ate
Roxy.
Pasta and garlic.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Literally in the car on my way,
Oh, it might be.
shoveling it.
Is that weird that I smelled pasta?
No, it's because my breath probably. But I
No,
did.
doesn't smell bad.
But I did take an entire one of these to the face afterwards. So
Oh.
I was hoping to help.
Don't.
What?
No.
I guess it didn't help.
Just
Did you get my pics?
Yes.
What's happening? We're live?
I don't know if we're live, but we're recording. All right. So how's the dating going?
You know what? Horrible.
Oh yeah, why? Put those on.
I'm putting my lip gloss on.
Oh, okay.
you gotta do your.
Gotta look good, you know? Because, first of all, yesterday.
You know all this is going to be in there.
So I'm filming an audition
Oh
yesterday.
wow! Look at how bright that is.
I'm filming a self-tape yesterday, and
Yeah.
in my apartment, I'm filming it, and the girl who's there helping me, you know my friend Ashley?
Yes.
All of a sudden, through the wall, what do we hear?
Oh,
She
And my friend, we couldn't film it. We had to stop the take.
was getting destroyed.
Destroyed.
what time? What time?
It was 4 p.m. and Ashley goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh, she'd
And I
never
was
heard
like,
it before.
No,
Wow.
she'd never heard it before. I said, "This is what I've been telling you about." She goes, "You have to record this." I go, "I do."
Did you get it? Did you get it? Oh, you didn't get it.
It was in part of the take, and,
Oh,
and I
okay.
can't use the part from the take. So then we
I see,
stopped.
yeah.
It was like a nightmare. It was affecting my life in such a way that I was just like, I'm going to kill this person. And not only did that happen.
Yes.
All right, so much shit went down.
Tell me.
You want to hear
We're
it?
recording. Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
Okay, so other stuff went down too. So I'm so frustrated right now. Okay, so number one, she was fucking for hours yesterday.
That's the name of her first book.
Hours.
Yeah.
And
Fucking for hours.
And it's like, there's no way she's doing this for just enjoyment.
You feel that she's a woman on the prowl.
Ah.
What did I call her? Lady caller?
A lady of the night.
Lady of the night,
When's
right.
the last time you guys had sex at 4 p.m. for fun?
How old is she?
I don't know, but mid-20s?
Mid-20s.
On a weekday?
You gotta remember, my job was at night.
Okay, hers is in the day, I think.
Yeah,
Well, yeah. Well said. Well, how do you, when you hear this and you analyze all this, what do you think is happening?
I kind of am on Roxy's
Lady of the night.
Yeah.
Lady of the day.
It's
day
so-
worker, day walker. What do they call him now? Day
Blade.
walker.
She's screaming. She's screaming. And it's
So
like...
you think it's real?
No,
or-
that's why I think
okay.
it can't
Yeah.
be, because it's like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I've been doing it wrong my whole life, but I don't think so. Like, just the way she is, like,
No,
for
women never
hours.
make any noises when I.
No, it makes sense. Just,
No,
well,
okay,
yeah, they
but
do. They get out.
I'm
That's
not
what they
saying
say.
you don't yell at all. But screaming for hours.
Yeah, no,
like the
that-
whole time. And it's
Yeah.
just like the whole time.
Maybe you guys have a rhinoceros penis. No,
I mean, what do I know?
I know.
I literally haven't had sex since I was in the womb.
But wait, and you.
What does that mean? I don't know.
what that means. was there a nightclub going on?
Yeah.
What's happening in the womb? I don't
What's
know.
going on in the womb?
I really don't know.
It's a new, it's a new venture.
It's just
in
been
the
a
womb.
long time. So what the hell do I know?
Well, you do have the video feed of your. Right? Isn't
Yes,
that where
yes.
you? Oh, did you tell us that you could see?
No, I can see who's coming in and out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is, I think, one of the regulars.
Oh, it's one of the regulars.
Yeah, I think one of the regulars.
Yeah, there's. I just.
Okay, but can I tell you
Yes.
why I'm really upset though?
Yes.
So here's what happened. This is the other thing that I am pitting on her, and I don't know if this is fair. You guys tell me what you think. Okay.
Sure.
I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it because I brought it up, so I'm going to talk about it, but I'm so
Yeah.
scared. Okay. So a few nights ago, right before the day that we filmed, a day early, the next day. So I
Yes.
would have told you this last week's show, but we didn't film on time.
Got it.
What-
So this is after the Matt Sarah show.
Yes, after that Sarah show. I get home late at night because I was working late. And I was like, okay, Rox, get your ass on the bike. You have not been working out at all. You just get on the bike and do a half hour on the bike and then shower, go to bed. So I'm like, okay, talking myself up. I open my drawer to change into a workout shirt. And they're in on my second floor. You've been to my place, so
Yeah.
you know. My second floor in my bedroom drawer, clothing drawer, live cockroach. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Was the window open though? The window was open.
No, no
Oh,
windows
no
open.
windows open.
No windows open, nothing open, and this is the second floor. Brett's been there, so he know everything in my place is very organized.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
Clean.
really clean, organized
Yeah.
person. I had when I lived near Macuga and Finstock,
Yes.
I had a roach problem there.
Okay.
I moved out because of it because I couldn't solve it. I went and got sprayed. Roaches are my biggest fear.
My wife too.
I'm so afraid of them.
Yeah.
I screamed. It was 12:30 at night. I screamed bloody murder, and then I said, "Rox, you got to put on your big girl pants. You got to kill this roach because you're not going to go sleep in your own bedroom with a live cockroach
Did
in
you
there."
find it?
Yeah. So I found it. It took.
Beef?
I didn't go to sleep that night. It took all the entire time. I found it. I killed it. I know you're not supposed to kill it. Spreads eggs. I don't fucking care. I killed it. I put it in a plastic bag and I took a hammer to it over and over again.
Dexter style.
I was like screaming. I was like,
Hey,
motherfucker!
if the eggs got released, they're in the bag.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so they're in the bag. Then I took everything out of the drawers. So this is why I didn't sleep. And I did laundry for the next 7 hours. Every article of
Listen to my
clothing I
wife.
washed. Then I went into the kitchen, looked in every corner, went into every bathroom, literally, I did not
You
go
were
to
safe?
sleep. Called my landlord the next morning, was like, oh my God. And she said, I have managed this building for 20 years. I've owned this building for 20 years. There's never one time been a cockroach in the entire building ever.
Wow.
And I was like, what the hell then? And like, so I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm sending somebody there right now.
Yeah. Sometimes one pops in. One is in the
Just
end.
you wait.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not sure, but this is where I've gone off the rails.
Okay.
This is where I've gone off the fucking rails. So I also told you guys.
Wait a minute.
I don't even want to deal with you right now.
Wait. This cockroach, is this particular cockroach, did she have two little black dots on her buttocks? Because I know that little lady. Yeah, we fucked.
She was German. Apparently, that's a real thing.
Oh, yeah, give me your German little suck.
Isn't that weird that we call like the worst cockroaches German and the better ones American? That's a real thing. They're German cockroaches.
Hey.
Continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. So anyway, where the fuck even was I?
I'm sorry.
The balls.
You hate me?
Oh my god, yes,
son
so
of a
badly.
bitch.
So what was I saying?
The landlord comes over. Or
No, the landlord sends somebody over.
Sends somebody.
Yes.
And this guy, I make him go through every single inch of my place. And he says, there's not one roach dropping. There's not one roach bite. There's no sign of roaches here. He said, I've looked top to bottom. There's no roaches in your place. I'm going to spray everywhere anyway. I spent 5 hours. I cleared everything out of the kitchen, everything out of the bathrooms, everything out of every
On
drawer.
one roach. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I'm afraid.
I know.
I'm afraid.
I get it.
So I didn't sleep. I hadn't slept.
I understand.
So I'm like cleaning everything, like doing everything. And he says to me, I got to be honest with you. Because of the type of roach this is, a German roach, he was like, these aren't roaches that live outside. He said, my guess is that one of your neighbors is lying and they have a roach problem and they haven't said anything to your landlord and it got in from their place. And he said, do you have a touching wall with this person and touching pipes? And I think it's coming from here, and points at the mother effing lady of the night. And I was like, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. If I don't know.
We don't know.
Because he was like, it also could have been an Amazon package, which
is also true. But one roach, I would probably, if I was guessing, I would say it's more like the Amazon package, because I've seen one like
upstairs in my clothes.
Yeah, I will tell you. It's because here's what happened. Because there was a place that we lived in years ago, similar, not too far away from that area where you had the problem, right? And same thing. My wife is super organized, clean, and all this stuff too. And she's like you. She freaks out. And this was bad. It was like everywhere. And we were there. We were in this place 6 months, and we were able to break the lease and get out because it was that bad. And never had a problem any other place except one night at our new place.
This place?
No, at our new place. After that place that we lived for 6 months, one random night, I was in the bathroom and I saw a roach come flying through. I killed it, threw it out. When I told my wife about it, this happened. This happened around like maybe 10 years ago. I told my wife about it 6 months ago.
Yeah. What did she say?
She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you didn't tell me." Because she would have done what you did.
I can't survive. But the thing is, the guy said the weird part about this is it's not in your bathroom or your kitchen. It's in your clothing drawer, which is not where they live. Yeah. So he was like, that's what's making me think it's coming from this place.
So when was that?
This was a week ago, and so he sprayed everywhere, and there's been none since. Okay. But I sent this is where I turned into a psycho person, like a true psychopath.
I think you have already, but
yeah, okay. This is where I continued down my psycho, and I understand that this sounds crazy to the people at home. I get it. If it's spiders, I don't care. Ants, I don't care.
It's just a thing.
I have a phobia.
Right.
Oh yeah. So I
don't like when people drink water.
I sent my but okay, this is why the garage downstairs. I showed you guys where she keeps the mattress and all this stuff. There's just so much shit. Yeah. There's so much shit. Oh my god, I thought it was
a flying cockroach. Yeah, you're a bug. I hate these stupid flies. I hate mosquitoes. I'm not scared of them, but I hate them.
I walked down into the garage after this to throw out the roach into where the dumpster is, and I'm looking at her stuff and I'm seeing red. Like I'm like, this fucking cunt bitch. Like I can't help it. I was seeing red, and all her stuff is dirty in there. Like she keeps trash bags there. Bags of trash. There's a fucking dumpster right there. There's a dumpster right there. Why are you keeping your trash bags in the garage? So I sent my landlord an email that was like, I know the cockroach is coming from this girl's place.
You were really losing it.
Yeah, I was losing it. And my landlord writes back to me and was like, I just did a walkthrough of all your places, which is true. She said her place is very clean. I don't believe it.
But why would she lie? Why would the landlord lie?
No, I don't think the landlord's lying. We knew a week in advance the landlord was coming. I think this girl cleaned up for the landlord.
Okay, so you're getting into
I've lost it, Kristian. I've lost it.
So here's my if this is what I'm going to tell you. If there were 5 roaches, if there were 3 roaches, I would have told you that you should be investigating. One roach could have been some guy that went on.
You just killed Wally's friend.
Yeah, the roach got off track. He was supposed to go somewhere. He was supposed to meet some people.
Yeah.
He made a wrong turn, and he ended up at your place.
At Albuquerque.
I pray you're right because I am not sleeping well. It was my bedroom.
It's been a week. It's been a week.
It's been a week of you not sleeping well.
You would have seen another one within a day.
You think?
Yeah. So, but the dating's going well?
If I find out they're coming from her, I have. This has been my whole life, Kristian. This and getting hit, my car hit, and dealing with that. It was a series of unfortunate events. The dating, okay. I had taken a break from the apps.
Yes.
I decided to go back on it because I haven't slept. So what am I doing late at night? Right. And I remembered why I went off of it.
Because it's just awful turds.
The guys on there, like 4 people I matched with this week, okay? The total amount of people I matched with this week that I liked, that they liked me, was 4. 3 of the 4 of them don't live here. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing this to me? Like, you're talking for days.
Where do they live, Ralph?
One of them lives in London.
Oh, that makes sense.
Far.
Yeah,
That's far.
That's far. And said nothing about it until days of talking. He said his location to here. He was like, I just rather would meet somebody from LA. It's like, that's...
Well, you're inconsiderate.
That's inconsiderate. That's inconsiderate. The other one...
What makes more sense before you get into that? The fact that guy did that. Or do you remember those books, the children's books, the Mr. Muddle and Little Miss...
yeah.
So I read my little one those books.
Is this a thing or this is a thing?
Real? And I read them.
You actually know this around?
No, I don't know.
You know the books.
I know the books, yeah.
Miss Muddle?
Mr. Muddle and Little Miss...
Sunshine?
Yeah, I think so. But
they all had like a little... There's angry. There's all different...
Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Clumsy, Mr. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Like all these books that I...
Real or not real?
Real.
I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
They were all emotions, and they taught you about emotions. Little...
Mr. Nonsense.
They were drawn in this.
Oh, but people used to do these online.
Yeah,
They'd be like, okay, I get what you're saying. Sure.
Mr. Nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so basically what I do is, I don't know why I do this, but every single story that I read to my little one, she loves it, I read in an English accent.
Yeah, you got it. So that's the tie-in.
So your question to us was, what makes more sense?
Yeah, what's making more sense? The guy that's on the app, from far away?
No.
Or that I read to my little one in an English accent? Brett, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I actually have a question about what's going on. What is your ideal...
Do you think there's ever a world in which I tell a story and then Kristian responds to the
in
story?
a real way? I actually have a legitimate question. I want to know what... If all the cards aligned, what is it that you would have happen when meeting these people? Because you
gentleman caller.
Well, no, I kind of feel like you don't want somebody too clingy. You kind of like your space. So I'm trying to see where they need
London's a little too much space.
A little too much space.
Yeah.
But like you want somebody in Los Angeles, but somebody that has a career, so they're busy a lot and aren't too clingy. I mean, because that's what I've been picking up with all these, and I'm just trying to figure out.
Do you think that that's a crazy ask?
Well, no, I mean,
to have somebody who lives in the city but isn't clingy.
Well, clingy isn't. I don't know.
You use the word clingy.
I feel like no. I mean, what I'm saying is, to me, clingy is when you're totally into somebody, you both get clingy. You both kind of spend a lot of time with each other. But I've heard you say that you wanted, like, because of career and stuff like that, you want a relationship where. I don't know. I think it's a tough ask is what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't get what you think my ask is.
Well, you said you just don't.
I just said I want somebody who's okay with me working.
Yeah. Well, that's a given.
Here comes Mr. Tickle.
Hello, Mr. Tickle.
Hello, Mr.
You sound like the comments, Brett, which are like, she's asking for something crazy.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
I don't think so. I want somebody who lives in this city who's okay with the amount that I work. That's literally the only thing I've said.
No, I wasn't because I've read comments. I'm just asking out of curiosity what your ideal find is going to be. Like, so there's been men who mind you working?
Almost all of them.
That's ridiculous. See, that's why I'm so confused by...
My ex and I saw each other every day.
Okay.
We lived together.
Yeah, but I don't get the mind you working. Like they're like 1950s men who.
Well, like for example, one of the 4 guys from this week, he asked me out for the night for the Thursday. I work Real Rejects Thursday, so I can't do that. Then he asked if I could do on a Friday lunch. I have only stupid answers on Friday, so I can't do that. Then he asked if I could do Saturday. It's Sarah Stratton's wedding on Saturday,
wow.
so I can't do that. So then he was like, well, when the fuck can you do? And I was like,
it's a nice way to talk.
Yeah.
Well, he said it kind of like, okay, so when can you do? You seem very busy. And I said, yeah, absolutely. I can do next week these 2 times. And he was like, oh, those times don't work for me.
Well, we did have a discussion, he and I, but your schedule is pretty wonky.
Yeah.
Because
I have a difficult schedule. That's what I mean. But that is what it is.
Let me ask you this question.
But I don't think that's somebody not wanting. Well, I'm just saying, I don't think that's somebody not wanting you to work. I think that's just a tough.
No,
gig.
It always ends up when we go on the date. They're like, "Well, are you going to be working this much all of the time?"
Yeah,
and
you have to.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I do work this much all the time."
Well, I had a conversation with him about
Brett?
Yes.
Oh.
So yesterday, because we're going to see Kong and Godzilla. So you had said, "Hey, we're going to see this screening. I'm going to see the screening." I said, "Me too." And then you said, "I can come over a little early."
Mm-hmm. I said 12:45.
Oh, you did say 12:45?
Yeah,
I
said, "Do you want me to come at 12:45?"
Oh, then never mind. Then that negates the point.
Yeah.
Then never mind. Then you win.
All right. We'll take back what you called her.
Yeah.
What bitch?
No. Is that something I would say?
I mean, let's see. I want to make sure.
No, I believe you if you said that, but I thought you just said come a little early. What did you say?
You're right.
Okay, so
Want
I'm
me
right.
to come a little early, or is 1 okay? Yeah.
That could be insinuated 12:45. The only reason I say that is because then
You're right, though.
because
then you said it, and then I couldn't.
Because then I said to Brett,
Well, you had told me 1, so then I called the people that was picking up the car, and I said that it was okay timing for them to pick it up, and that's what happened.
All right. All right. Before we move on to other stuff, we haven't moved on. Before we start,
What was the thing?
what thing?
You said to Brett about my schedule is hard for me to date.
Doesn't
Was
matter.
that?
No. It's,
I don't think. Listen, real quick. I want to try. I don't think you're hard to date. I think that it's probably disappointing for men who want to be with you a lot
because they want to see you more.
They want to see you more.
It's disappointing for me too.
Yeah,
I want to see them too.
You need a sugar daddy.
What am I supposed to do? Do you guys know? Like, yes, you do. You live here. Rent here is crazy.
Yes.
And when I don't work, I don't get paid. I don't have any jobs where when I don't show up, I don't get
It's
paid.
just stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
No,
Well,
you do.
genuinely, like I could cut back on some of the things I was doing if I was in a position where I lived with somebody. Like, but I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's a tough world out there.
I don't want a sugar daddy, but it'd be nice to have one.
Yeah, I mean, we'd all
It's not what
I'd
you're
like a
looking
sugar
for.
mama.
Yeah.
No, you're not actively looking for one,
But even somebody to split rent with.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's a bitch out there.
I still look for roommates. I'm like, well, my son's gonna probably go to college soon, and then we can rent his room out.
Smart.
Yeah.
Rent it out. But I'll tell you what you shouldn't rent out.
What?
Your health.
Oh no.
No, you gotta. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, that's a good point, Kristian.
shouldn't rent out your health. But you should care about your health, and you should care about Magic Spoon. I love Magic Spoon. Both Magic Spoon, and I'm also telling you about Miracle Brand. Talk about these sheets. You need to check out these sheets. They're amazing. NASA-inspired sheets. I'll tell you about both of them. Magic Spoon and Miracle Brand. I'm going to tell you first of all about Magic Spoon because you guys know, and I got that yesterday. I'm so excited for somebody to reach out to me yesterday and tell me how much they're loving Magic Spoon. And like, I'm so glad that you told me about Magic Spoon because I absolutely love it. And I'm so glad that you do because last night I got the new, they have like honeygram ones now, which is great because I had a New Year's resolution to cut back on sugar, add more protein. I did it. And people love cereal. You get older, it's harder to do that just because there's so much sugar and kind of empty carbs. Well, Magic Spoon has everything. It's got the flavor that you love. It's got high protein, less sugar. They have cocoa. They have fruity, frosted peanut butter. I told you, I just had this new graham cracker thing that I love. 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, only 140 calories a serving. So good. High protein. And 0 sugar. It's amazing. If you go to magicspoon.com/bigthing and you grab a variety pack, and you can try it today, but you got to use our promo code. Use Big Thing at checkout. And you save $5 off your order. It's so amazing. They're so confident in it, by the way, and they should be. It's backed with 100% happiness guarantee. If you don't like it for any reason, they refund your money, no questions asked. So start your new protein diet today here with this stuff. It's a delicious bowl of high protein cereal. You go to magicspoon.com/bigthing. Use that code big thing. Okay, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys that I'm super pumped about. So I've told you guys I'm moving. I'm leaving, going to New York. I'm excited about it. And we need new things for the house. Well, Miracle Made. So I'm not sure if you know, but if you were familiar with, maybe you didn't know this, your temperature at night, it can have one of the greatest impacts on your sleep quality. If you wake up too hot, too cold, I recommend that you check out Miracle Made's bed sheets. They're inspired by NASA. Yeah, Miracle Made uses silver-infused fabrics and makes temperature-regulating bedding so you can sleep at the perfect temperature all night. It's so good. It's self-cooling properties for better quality sleep. It's the future, guys. Silver-infused fabric, inspired by NASA. So good. Self-cleaning. These sheets are infused with silver that prevent up to 99.7% of bacterial growth, leaving them to stay cleaner and fresh 3 times longer than other sheets. No more gross odors. It's designed for your skin. Stop sleeping on bacteria. Bacteria can clog your pores, causing breakouts and acne. Sleep clean with Miracle. Go trymiracle.com/big thing and you try one of those sheets today, whether you're buying them for yourself or as a gift for a loved one. If you order them today, you can save over 40%. And if you use that code big thing at checkout, you're going to get 3 free towels and save an extra 20%. Miracle is also super confident in their product. It's backed with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not 100% satisfied, you're going to get a full refund. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Made. Go to trymiracle.com/big thing and use that code big thing to claim your 3-piece towel set and save over 40% off. Thank you to Miracle Made for sponsoring this episode. All right, thank you to Miracle. Thank you to Magic Spoon. Appreciate it. As I say, always make sure you link in. I always link the sponsors in the description. And if you want to help the show out, make sure you go and get yourself something good. It's all there. All right, Roxy.
Yeah.
Got some TV stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's do it. TV.
Chicken nugget.
What you
Did
got?
you watch it?
Dude, that's a real thing.
Yeah. I'm telling you, please watch it. I want to know what you think
I
about it.
haven't seen it, but people are talking about it.
Oh, it's getting talked about now. Yeah, I told you about it last 2 weeks ago, right? I wasn't there last-
He did.
Yeah.
He talked about chicken nugget.
Are you guys messing with me?
Oh,
'Cause
I
it's
had a
real
question.
thing. This
I
is a
know.
real-
He talked about it.
Is
We're-
a certain wedding known to everybody?
Yeah, but not too much detail.
Oh, okay. Because
yeah.
I just wanted to ask Roxy, can I come?
I guess not.
No,
yeah.
It's over.
I didn't know if you had a +1 or, you know.
I did have a +1.
And you didn't use it?
No. What am I
Yeah.
going to do? Use it?
Yeah.
How weird would that have been?
Not weird
Not
at all.
weird at all.
Well, don't you think if she wanted him there, she
You
would
know,
have asked?
yeah, I mean, that's a little, yeah, oh, wow.
Wow.
I think that her new husband was just a little too intimidated to have such a handsome gent.
I don't think that's untrue.
Have you seen him?
Yeah. Tell me, have you seen him?
Yeah, he just doesn't have this.
That's true.
I mean,
There's a lot of jokes about how beautiful they are, and they're both just like so good looking. It's crazy.
gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just
Why didn't you stay in touch with her better?
I love to dance, is what it is.
Yes. The dancing happened at the end. I had to
Yeah,
leave
you-
before the dancing.
Yeah.
I cut a rug.
Oh, nice.
I gave.
Is that farted or dance?
No, cut the cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, cut a rug.
Cut a
Yeah.
rug, that's right.
Holy shit. I was
Yeah.
just like,
So, well, there is this funny video about somebody who said they want to or throw down. I can't remember how it was, but he said I have to lay down some pipe.
Oh
And
yeah,
oh, wow. Yeah.
Lay
yeah.
down pipe.
That's different.
That's shitting.
No, lay down pipe is
Oh no, wait,
fucking, right?
wait. Laying pipe is fucking.
Fucking.
What's the other one?
Laying bricks?
No, it's the other one that was
Shitting bricks?
No, it's not shitting bricks.
Pipe.
It's laying cutting cord. What is it? It's laying it's something about I can't remember what it was.
Laying-
Tile? No, it's not tile.
It's tiling tiling
no,
the
it's
foyer.
something-
I
what
think is
is
what
the
they.
freaking whatever
Make
it
it
was.
up and run with it.
But whatever someone said it and they were like talking about. Oh no, it's in the boys. It's in
Making
that
fish food?
No, it's in the boys. The first episode of the
It
boys.
happens to me all the time where I think it was my friends and it was TV
That was a
characters.
TV show.
Oh, how do you think Rachel Bilson felt when I saw her in a grocery store when I was on here and I kept staring at her and I was like,
Did you
Hey.
say something to her?
well, didn't we go to college?
Did you say something to her?
That's
oh,
what
wow,
I
that's
did with Henry
embarrassing.
Winkler.
You went to college with
Yeah.
Henry Winkler?
No, I thought that he was my basketball coach, Phil Levoff. I went up to him and I harassed him
Oh man.
at the airport.
I'm sure that happens to them all.
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Your brain just isn't processing it quick enough.
No.
Like,
What's more important
oh my God.
for us to
Health or
Lay pipe.
No,
Lay-
for us
Or drop
to
tiles.
What is it now? It's driving me crazy. I can't remember it.
So what? It's an analogy for pooping?
Yeah,
Wait a
laying cord,
laying cord. Oh, I didn't know
laying
that.
cord,
No.
something cord, dropping cord
How to describe that you are pooping?
with a cord.
Is it seriously with a cord?
I think so.
Oh man.
Let's see.
Cutting cord. Cord.
No.
Laying cable.
Laying
That's
cable.
what it is. Laying cable. It was laying cable. That's what it was. And
Huh, I
it
never
took us a
heard
long
that
time
one.
to get
And he
there.
was trying in the boys to say that he was boning somebody, but he said he was pooping.
I think that his girlfriend said we're gonna go back and lay cable. I can't remember whatever it was.
This is good.
Maybe that's
This is
wrong.
good.
I don't remember what it was.
Maybe it
Did you ever
was-
see the first episode of the boys?
Yeah, but
was a long
I
time
saw
ago.
it 5
It
years
was a
ago.
long time ago. I don't remember.
Do you want to
Anyway.
know what other TV I'm watching?
What?
I think so.
Not now, though.
Yeah, I had something else I was going to say, but I don't remember what it
Let's
was.
see, we talked about
You know,
the
I got it.
wedding.
I have something important I want to show you guys.
Cut it in.
Cut
Why are
it,
you
bro.
going to have the black on
I
the
have to show
side?
you guys this video because I'm a big Three's Company is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh yeah.
My favorite shows of all time. And John Ritter, I think, yes, anytime you bring John Ritter up, people always say how brilliant he was, but they don't talk about him enough. I think he's one of the most underrated comedians, geniuses of all time. His son, Jason Ritter, is a very funny dude. And obviously very hard to follow in the footsteps of someone like a John Ritter. But this video that he put out, this video alone makes me want to see him play his dad in a movie. I really, really want to see it. And I hope that it happens because this is hilarious. Look, check this out. I love this video. You haven't seen this, Brett?
No.
You know that feeling when your wife's coming back into town today and you're so excited and your family, and so you're like, let me just clean out the fridge, make sure that nothing's gone bad. The arugula's got bad. The arugula's got. The arugula's got bad. The arugula's got bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you had to see this. I feel bad. It's an unopened bag of kale. Maybe it's all right. Oh no, that's okay. Okay, back in the fridge. Got some baby spinach and arugula. Oh, baby spinach and arugula. The baby spinach and arugula. Not bad too. Okay. Everything's good. She's coming back. So exciting. Don't want. She doesn't need to see this. Just you do. Recycle. Yeah, eat your food in your fridge.
That reminds me, I saw a meme recently that was, oh man, I almost forgot to buy a box of greens or whatever to go bad in my fridge
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I killed that.
All right, listen, let's talk about things.
He wasn't paranoid.
He was, yeah. Katy O'Brien was not in Parenthood, but Katy O'Brien is going to be in the new Mission Impossible movie. So I'm going to read this real quick because this came out yesterday. All right, Katy O'Brien, she's in a brand new movie right now with Kristen Stewart, but she just accepted her mission to join the cast of the 8th and potentially final installment of the Mission Impossible franchise from Mark Cassidy of a comic book movie. Details on O'Brien's role are under wraps, but there's already speculation that she might be playing the main villain. That's a big role. Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt has faced off against women in the past, but this would be the first time he's encountered a female primary antagonist. Of course, the character could just as easily end up being an ally of Hunt and his team. O'Brien has a small but memorable role in Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. She is currently getting attention for Love Lies Bleeding, alongside Kristen Stewart. This was originally envisioned as the final film in the franchise, but Macquarie has since indicated that there may be a few more missions left. Mission Impossible 8 was previously set to debut of June 28th of this year, but following a strike, it's now May 23rd of 2025. All right, so do we like the casting news here, Roxy?
Who is Katy O'Brien in Love Lies Bleeding?
She's like the main person. Her and Kristen Stewart's like her love
Not
interest.
even listed on IMDb.
Oh wow.
What? Hold on a second.
Does she-
You're driving me nuts.
Kristen
Yes.
Stewart and Anna Baryshnikov.
Barishnikov.
Baryshnikov thing.
No, I don't know.
No, that's right.
Why does she look like?
Oh, I see. I haven't seen it. No, I see her. I was thinking Katy O'Brien. There's another Katy O'Brien. I don't know who this is.
That image of her looks
We had her on the show.
That's exactly who's in this movie.
Yeah.
I've seen
She was
her
on
in
the
all
show.
of
She was
things.
she was in Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah.
She was in Mandalorian. She's in.
She is listed right there on IMDb.
Right there.
I
Yeah.
just think of Katie as Katie, and there's a Katy O'Brien that's in some TV shows that I like. That's a different spelling. Whatever. I don't know her. I don't know her.
Okay. Good
So
take.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
think it's a great casting choice, especially in that image. She looks like she's in Flashdance. That's the only thing that kept going through. Did you see the Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's going to kick some ace.
Yeah. So you interviewed her. How
Looks
do you
like an
her?
ass kicker.
She's super sweet. Really
Great.
nice. Liked her a lot. And yeah, she was in here. She was in here a little while ago. It was right after Ant-Man, and I think I forget what the other movie. I forget what she was promoting.
What was she in the Mandalorian?
She was in the last season. Did you watch the
Comms
third
Officer
season? Katie's
Olivia
season?
Kane.
No.
Oh, you didn't watch Katie's season? Nice friend you are.
I watched, and I don't remember.
No,
She was. So you remember that whole? I think you actually liked the episode when they went. Remember they spent that full episode like on Coruscant with the
yeah,
doctor.
yeah.
Remember the guy who remember the woman who betrays him?
No.
Oh well, she's like the main one.
I'm trying to think.
She's like the main person that betrays him. She's
Oh, the
working
main
for Gideon.
betrayal.
Yeah, she's good in it.
And
Anyway,
she's in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I've seen a lot of stuff.
she was in a small but unforgettable role.
She was in
Yeah.
Westworld. She was in 11 episodes of Black Lightning. I watched that whole show.
you
I
probably
don't even know what that is.
Yeah, but she seems like somebody that I would remember.
Yeah,
She's like
you'll
got
remember.
a strong look.
She's so your type of person that you really love. She's a sweet.
Well, then I'm excited about this.
Yeah. and it's good. I wonder what the hell she's going to play. I don't know.
What do you think?
Not sure. I mean, she could play anything as far as the villain goes. I mean, I wonder the villain though. If you watch the last movie, the villain's the computer. So I mean, like whoever's behind it. I don't know.
Maybe she's the voice of the computer.
Yeah, the new computer. I am that new computer. Because they still would talk like an 80s computer.
Kristian, if you don't go with it, then you're fucking up the
Yeah.
bit because we both.
I'm not on
did it.
camera.
So
It's when you're on camera.
What do you sound like if you were a computer?
I would sound.
Hey man, here you go. Much better. I don't mess around. You guys are doing bullshit. Real stuff. Yeah. Hey, have you heard of Mr. Noisy or Mr. Tickle or Mr. Muddled? Yeah. Hey, Mr. Muddle. Muddle. What's going on, Muddle? One step in that puddle.
Oh,
Befuddled. Someone's phone.
it's my mom.
You want to know what's crazy?
Sure.
For this, unlike Big Balls, I can't hear you. I can only hear the voice.
I like that.
Oh my God. And I'm looking at you and it's coming out of you. That is freaking me out.
Yes, this is the state of an AI. Look out.
He's like the cocky robot. Yeah, you guys are doing shit. I'm doing the best.
I'm the best.
I feel so bad for Katy O'Brien that I didn't know who she
That's
was.
because you're not a licensed thing like me. I could pull all the information out. I knew she was in. I know her entire resume. I know everything.
Is this freaking you out?
So stop fucking around.
Yeah, it's the cocky robot.
Don't tell me about cockroaches. Don't tell me
Oh my
about
God.
nonsense. You haven't covered one goddamn topic on this whole show. Nothing. Bullshit. I'm in a waiting. I'm a big pop culture person, and all I'm hearing about is this woman's dating life and someone fucking through the wall. I don't know that. Please stop that. And you, what do you even do to this show except come here with your goddamn hat? Sick of that hat. It's all bullshit.
Emo. Oh, is it emo robot? Oh my God. Emo
He's
robot.
an emo robot.
That's like what your insides really feel.
He's an emo robot.
I love
What's his
it.
name?
I love
People are going to vote to kill Big Balls and bring him
Oh
back.
yeah,
I
no, I love
love
him.
him.
It's
You
all
love
bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Your government is
I mean-
lying to you.
Whatever that was.
That dumb bastard. Oh my god, here he is. What's he doing? He's just doing back. He's doing the same bullshit.
Guys, vote to name him.
You trained the robot to use bullshit.
It is bullshit. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Have you seen? Oh God! Have you seen the video of the robot where he's got like dishes and an apple and whatever? And the guy goes, "Can you hand me something to eat there?" And he goes, "They've added like
Oh,
that
he's
stuff to
thinking?
make it even more." And then he grabs the apple and he's like, "Why did you?" He goes, "I was the only thing edible on the table."
People don't realize, like we are in the freaking VHS or even was the 8-track version of these things.
Yeah.
Like
Scary.
there are cars driving around by themselves.
I'm seeing people post of them in the backseat of the car and nobody in the front.
Yeah.
So that's actually happening now.
I've walked around my neighborhood and seen the
Are they
cars
getting
driving
in
around.
accidents?
They are, but some of them less, some of them a little more. They're still trying to figure out the technology. But like the thing is with those freaking robots, you're gonna get an AI that can think, and they're gonna place the AI in a freaking body. Did you see the one that like slapped the reporter's butt, or
No.
the AI robot? Yeah, and it's like they're already. It's like
That's the one I built.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm sick and tired of these broads walking around in those mini skirts.
Me. No, I don't get a chance to slap butts. Instead, I got this fucking idiot I'm staring at with his hat, his glasses, and his purple fucking shirt. And then you got car crash Magoo over here.
I got
They're
hit.
wonderful. Yeah. Who knows what's the difference between a jaguar and a cockroach? This is bullshit. I'm so sick of this. I'm watching these people.
So sick of this. All right, we're gonna ask the it's a big presentation. It's a TED Talk. Like, I'm so sick of being asked all these stupid fucking questions.
Every one of you just sitting there with this dumb look on your face. I know these answers. I can do it in my sleep. Don't shut off, you fucking assholes. This is bullshit. I'm so tired of it all. Go ahead, tell me about your fucking TV shows. What I should be watching. I've watched them all already. Tell me about your reality TV shows and who's dating, who's not dating. It's all bullshit.
Oh, it's my favorite new character.
He's going to be a smash hit.
What's his name?
Yes.
Larry.
No, Larry's
Ass.
an accountant.
But ASS, but something I don't know what it is. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let the audience name him.
Panic at the Disco Robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Right.
Okay, audience. Because I really want to hear from you. Yeah, the audience, who's so nice each and every week to the co-hosts. You guys are so sweet. I think someone told me to go fuck my mother last week. Real nice. No bullshit. Tell you what, put your comments in. What should my name be? Yeah, you. With the fucking spaghetti sauce on your shirt. You. With your dick out while you just watch your Batman video. Go ahead and tell me. What do you got? No bullshit.
I think that was tough. That was
That was a little harsh.
That was harsh. Good lord.
Come on, guy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Guy.
Did the guy with his dick out have the spaghetti on his shirt, or two separate guys?
I don't know.
We don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't got to ask. He
That's
shut
not
off.
spaghetti.
Right. Okay. Let's talk TV. Roxy.
Hit us. Hit us with the highs.
All right. First show.
Okay. Oh, man. Kristian, I want... this is a problem. I want you to watch the show to tell me if it sucks or if it doesn't. There's a show called Constellation on Apple TV, and you know how I've been on here for years now telling you that Apple doesn't miss?
Yes, it missed.
This is a sci-fi show through and through.
Okay.
I have absolutely no idea what's happening. Just none.
No.
This woman is in space, and she gets back from space, but somebody else died in space, but in a different version, she died in space.
It's too confusing.
But then there's somebody in a closet, and then through the closet's the other version of space. But you can only talk as a little kid through the space in the closet.
All right.
And it's still on right now.
Yeah.
How is he gonna call bullshit?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. I don't know, man. I want to so badly like it. Great performances, but I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, all right.
It just feels like they're trying to be
Too
different
hard.
to be different. And it's just,
Yeah.
I was hoping this was going to be the next Severance or Silo, and instead it's just falling flat.
It's nothing that I want to watch. Okay, next
Okay.
one.
Gonna be famous forever, 'cause forever's too short. So Girls Five Eva was a Peacock show that was canceled, that was picked up by Netflix for a third season. It wasn't as good.
Oh, so nothing.
I like the show a lot. This is with Sarah Bareilles and a bunch of actresses that I like. They have fun times. I went through the entire third season in one day, so obviously it was very watchable. But the magic of it being on Peacock before, when it was like fresh and fun, I don't think that it was as the third season on Netflix. I don't know whether they changed the team around or what happened, but it just didn't have the same magic.
It's Roxy's lackluster TV recommendations.
No.
Constellation was meh. Girls Five Eva was meh.
We're about to get into it.
Oh, here we go.
Next one. Oh, okay. I just watched this movie for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here it is.
The Gentleman. I was raging against the machine so hard to not watch this because my friends were like, "You should watch it." And I was like, I don't know. Like, could it really be that good? I saw a trailer for it. I was like,
Movie was
well,
great.
whatever. Dude, this is so fucking good.
Is it really good?
I'm loving it. I'm halfway through it right now.
Does Guy Ritchie direct all of them?
Yes.
Oh, he
so
does?
So far of what
okay.
I've seen, yes. It's Theo James. Is that his name? The Divergent dude?
Yeah.
This is like it's like Guy Ritchie on crack, just letting it run wild. It's so fun. The crimes are fun. The way it's shot is fun. They do like cool things with text on the screen and different. They are very artistic, very bright, very very quick. You guys would really like this show.
Okay.
It's really good. Brett, this seems so up your alley. You haven't checked
go.
it out?
Have you
I
seen the
don't
movie?
Which one is it?
You would remember The Gentleman. It's literally called The Gentleman. It's got Colin Farrell.
So is it based on the same?
I think it's in the same world, but I think different characters. So I think they mentioned characters.
I remember when the movie came out, they sent whiskey glasses and cars.
It's a good movie.
No, I love that movie. Yeah,
it's
that
got
was
Colin
Colin Farrell was the
Finstock.
the fighting
The coach,
teacher.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that was a great movie.
Yeah, so it's basically in the same world.
It's
I
got-
think they mentioned a lot of the same
Did
characters.
Guy Ritchie direct the movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this show's super fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Super
All right.
duper fun.
Next one.
Okay,
I watched this.
how much of it?
Episode 1.
Okay, 3 Body Problem. This was my most anticipated show of the year because Benioff and Weiss. It's on Netflix. I love sci-fi. I am finally on episode 5, and I am finally starting to really like it.
Okay.
I got to tell you, similar to kind of what I said about Constellation, but better.
But how'd you like after episode 1?
I didn't.
See, I did. So that's good news for
So
me.
yeah, that's good news for you. After episode 1, I was like, intrigued, but I don't know. After episode 2 and 3, I was like, and then 4, I was like, oh, okay, I'm getting this. I'm starting to get it, and now I'm in the middle of episode 5, and I was like, didn't want to leave to go drop off my car this morning
so
because
that locked into it. Okay, that's
when I
good
was
news.
at my car, I'm watching it, waiting for my
Sure.
car, and I was like, I kind of want them to take longer because I want to keep watching this. So that I was really struggling with this show at first because it is complicated.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they gonna have answers for any of these things, or is it all just like, but what if? And then no, and now we're finally getting
A couple answers.
Yeah,
Okay, I like that.
so
okay.
I'm
That's good
digging
to know.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
I like it
definitely
too.
digging it.
All right, next one after that.
Best show of the year.
Trash. Excuse me.
Is that your real thought?
No, I love it. We didn't get to watch it last night. It is a lot of reading, and it's pretty heavy. So like, it was
Yeah, I have
kind
to
of getting
pause
late, and my wife was like, "Let's do it tomorrow." It's so yeah.
Yeah,
but
it is
no.
one of those shows you can't watch if you're tired. You can't watch if you need to be answering emails. Like
No.
you really got to be paying attention. Kristian, I'm looking at Bubblies right over there.
They're empty.
Oh, okay.
Bastard.
Good.
Shogun's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Every week it's amazing. Last night was so good. The tension is there. Where are you at, Kristian?
About 5 minutes into episode 1.
Oh, nice.
You're not allowed to watch anything else till you watch
Yeah.
this.
I've been watching 3 Body Problem.
Shogun's way better.
Well, Monday Night Raw I watched.
Okay, you can't watch anything else until you watch Shogun.
Okay.
Says me.
And
What did
I
I
need
watch
you
the other night?
both to watch Chicken Nugget.
Wait, I watched something the other night. After
Was it Shogun?
no, I watched Roadhouse.
Oh, how was that? Good?
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know. Continue on.
Yeah.
The show's great. It has such a great ship. I'm unwilling to accept the fact that it's only going to be 1 season.
Oh, right.
He has 5 other books. I think he's going to do I'm hoping for some kind of anthology
Why is
show.
only 1?
Because it's off the book, and they're covering the book in the first
Just the book.
season, apparently.
Okay.
But they've set up so many relationships and so much, and it's also based off history. But
Yeah.
there's years that they could go through. I think if this show is successful, I'm sorry, am I boring you?
You wouldn't have even known. You wouldn't even know
Why wouldn't I have known?
because they wouldn't have known.
They might not have known. I know
No one knows.
because I'm a human in the room with you, watching you yawn in my face. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Why you gotta go?
My son's taking his driving test for the second time.
I failed the first time.
Yeah, he was pretty bummed about it. He did a critical mistake, and it was like he didn't look over his shoulder before turning into a
ditch
where there was a bike lane.
I threw a chair.
Yeah, he seems pretty. Oh,
Through a
that's
chair
nice.
when you failed?
Yep.
Smooth. Okay, well, let's finish.
Love you, bye.
We wouldn't even know that you were gone if you wouldn't have said anything, but that's fine. All right,
That's
go
mean.
ahead. Next
Okay. Hit me with your next.
shot.
Did you watch the Bachelor finale?
I saw my wife was watching. I was trying to watch something else, and then I watched the end of it.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I
You happy with the Bachelorette choice? No.
There's no winning this conversation. It's the first Asian Bachelorette.
Oh, okay.
That's great. That's great, and I'm stoked. She was barely on the show, so it's
I
like
just heard she was dull.
she was eliminated in week 7, so like she hasn't been on for over a month,
Right.
And we didn't know her much when she was on the show. She's drop dead gorgeous. It's hard to be excited because I don't know one thing about her.
Right.
And there's a woman that's like my favorite person to ever go on the show named Maria.
I was the Catherine Reitman girl I was talking about, by the way. You just don't think she looks like her, but she reminded me of her.
Oh, really? Maria is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maria.
I love her and I want an explanation. Nick Vial's podcast, he said that they offered it to her and that she accepted. And then like 3 days ago, there was an issue. And
we don't know what the issue
then
was?
she had to back out. Her best friend from the show is this girl, Jen.
Oh.
So maybe Jen is cool.
Okay.
You just wanted R.I.P. to Brett's memory.
Yeah. No, well, that's interesting. She'll probably be on Bachelor Pad or whatever it's called.
Bachelor in Paradise. But she was off for the Bachelor. She would have made the best season ever. I'm bummed.
Yeah. Well,
I love her.
it moves on. Time goes on. All right. Next one.
Life goes
Last one.
on. Oh man, I can't sing my way into
is
this
this?
one. You don't know what Quiet on Set is?
Yeah. There's 2 more left. Okay, go ahead.
Quiet on Set is the Nickelodeon.
Oh, I do know what this is. Yes.
Pedo stuff?
Yeah. Tough watch. You watch this whole thing?
I
Tough watch.
watched the 4-hour doc and the docuseries in one sitting.
Yeah, then they had that guy, what's it, Dan Hayes? What's his name? Snyder, right. And they had him on, he did like something with the Hollywood Reporter or something, right? And he did like a full interview afterwards,
know.
too. Bad stuff.
More stuff is coming out now, too. What's really hard about all of this is that, like, you're watching a 4-hour doc that is that you're dealing with pedophiles.
Right.
So, and not only that, but you're dealing with pedophiles that were imprisoned and then went back to work at Nickelodeon after they came out. So it's like,
Yeah, but that's right. And it's got to be a thing on Nickelodeon. Like, how does this happen?
And not only that, but like in like James Marsden, all the Boy Meets World
the letters.
cast, like all these people in support. And
Was he on that show?
No, I don't know.
okay.
I'm not sure what he was. I don't think so. It was a lot of shows. This guy ran like 15 of Nickelodeon
Right.
shows.
Well, Joanna Kearns, I think, wrote something too, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've been doing some side research on it, but honestly, after the 4 hours,
it's
I
rough.
just felt so sick.
I don't blame you.
And you feel that it's crazy because we know what happened with Drake Bell, and we know that he ended up pleading guilty to writing inappropriate things to an underage girl. So, but not inappropriate acts. But he was.
And Drake Bell is the one who was the
who's the one who was molested.
Right, and so he got in trouble for doing stuff
years ago.
Okay,
yeah, and like he was canceled because of that,
okay.
and now he's in the doc explaining what happened to him, and it's like he's like, I just want to tell my story, and I mean, this is not like he's like, this happened to me, this happened to him, and then the guy was convicted, and his name wasn't released as a minor until now, and he's like, that was me. You guys know he went to jail. It was me.
Right.
And it's just like, there's so many horrible things that took place because of this.
Brutal.
And you know, like trauma, it explains behavior. It doesn't excuse it.
Of course.
But still, you can't help but feel horrible for him.
Of course.
And it's like, when hurt people, we know that, and it's just horrible to watch. I think the doc did a really great job. They interviewed a lot of people, talked a lot about Amanda Bynes as well, and what happened there, but she's not in the doc.
Right.
They talked a lot about her because he was the showrunner of the Amanda Show.
Wow. Yeah, well,
and it's not just one person.
It's a good doc,
Nickelodeon,
though.
It was multiple people.
It's a good doc, though. Important doc, obviously.
Yeah, and also not just about the treatment of the kids. Like how many women were splitting salary on set. Just like the horrible treatment of
it'd be a tough one. I think that's one of the ones where I'd probably have to listen to you and Roca and people who have seen it talk about it too, because those are always hard for me to watch.
I mean, it's so disgusting and disheartening, and you just wonder like what a messed up industry we're in, where you could be accused of straight up raping a child, go to prison for it, come out 18 months later and get hired by the same company.
It's insane.
Like,
it's insane.
Come on.
Yeah. Well,
come on. What's the excuse for that?
There is none. It's pretty horrible. But no easy transition.
I know. That's why I was singing into it.
Here's the last one.
You know I'm blind as a bat.
It says Door.
Oh, okay, Door.
Yeah, tell me about Door.
I know that not a lot of people have Peacock.
Right.
But I think it's worth getting Peacock just for this one because you know when you close the door.
Right. Another one opens.
Always.
Yeah.
And this is like, you saw sliding doors?
Yes.
This is like that, but different.
Okay.
We start with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, she plays Lily?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, she has to close the door on her past life because it just was horrible.
Right. A lot of tragic things that kind of happen. And
really sad. Really sad.
Father owned a bakery.
And the bakery burned down.
Right.
And with him.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Tragic.
I know. And you see that all in episode 1.
But the weird thing I heard is that they do that whole thing in animation. They show the past in animation.
Yeah, it did feel a little offbeat, because it's like we're hearing the dad, but we're seeing his burning body with the animation. Yeah,
Right.
It got a little intense. And puppetry.
Yeah.
And you're seeing the puppet go into the oven.
Right.
So it's all.
Anyway. Well, thank you, Roxy. I'm glad that we had a chance to check out all those shows.
I'm no Brett, Kristian.
No, but it was good, though. You went dark. Thank you for joining us here today.
Well, what we were just talking about. How do you transition from that to light?
Yeah, it's true. All right, let's see where people can find you. Brett? Cool. Roxy?
Well, I want to help him. What's the thing he does above board?
Yes, Above Board TV.
Still, after all this time of him promoting it, don't know.
Because he doesn't know how to promote it.
Everywhere at Roxy Stryer, always Lola on Tubi. You guys saw that Crust got picked up for theatrical release, so you'll be able to see me in theaters soon. Keep you guys posted, but that's an exciting one, and I'll keep you updated on my social.
Well, there you go. So make sure you guys, if you're brand new, you haven't been here before, hit that subscribe button. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. You guys know that. Leave us comments there, all that stuff. If you're following the UAP phenomenon every day, Monday through Friday, that is. Monday through Friday. I do a show, Down to Earth with Kristian Harloff. You can subscribe to that new channel. So make sure you do that. Thanks for joining us here today. I hope you liked the intro. Okay. See you later.